Welcome. Welcome to Convos and Cocktails with TJ. Thank y'all for coming through to vibe with me tonight. I'm back with another interesting topic. Woo! Do y'all see that topic on the screen? This one right here. Yes. So tonight we are going to be talking about a viewer that sent in a topic saying that her man told her that he used to be bisexual. And we are going to dissect this. I'm going to get all into their situation, how old they are, what made him tell her this, how long they've been together. Y'all know I had to ask a bunch of questions because she wants to know, says that since he told her that, that is all that she has been able to think about. And she's thinking, should she stay? Should she go? And she sent in this topic to get our advice, on what we think about this topic and what we think she should do. So, hell of a topic tonight. Gonna need you guys' input. Before we jump right into the topic, this is Convos and Cocktails with TJ. So you are supposed to be drinking with me. Let me know, what are you sipping on tonight? What's in your glass, your bottle, your red cup? I am, as always, drinking from our sponsors, Balt Vodka. Remember that Balt is all natural, no GMO. You never have to worry about waking up with a headache or a hangover. BaltVodka.com, or if you are here in Florida, any Total Wine store, and Balt is black owned. So that is what I am sipping on tonight. As y'all can see if y'all can see, I got a smaller glass tonight. Got some cherries thrown in with some fruit juice in my Balt. So make sure to drop down in the comments what you are sipping on. All right. So to jump into our topic tonight, you guys, as you see, I have this one right here on the screen, because we had a sister that sent in a topic saying her man told her that he used to be bisexual. Since he told her that, this is all that she can think about. So first, because y'all know when she sent in this type of topic, I had to call her through Messenger. I'm like, hold on. I have a bunch of questions. So please let me know, because I'd like to have a well-rounded conversation. So just to let y'all in on them and on him, they have been together for 2 years. They live together, and they've been living together for 1 year. Cheating has never been any type of issue. They are thinking of marriage. Neither one of them have kids. She is 23 and he is 27. And she says that they are in love. He owns a lawn service that she says he's very successful at. He's very handsome. She says that her family loves him, and vice versa. Okay, so how this came about, because I had to ask what made him just come out and tell you this. I'm gonna take a drink. So she said one day they were in the hood at a store, and when she came out the store, she saw one of her cousins. And her cousin saw the guy that she was with and said, "Cuz, is that, your dude?" After they spoke, whatever, I know him. The guy cousin, pulled her to the side and said, "Listen, I know your dude. We were locked up together. I have something that I need to tell you when you're not around him. Call me." Gave cuz the new number, updated, call me. I got something to tell you. So when she get back in the car with her guy, he's like, what did your cousin have to? I didn't know that was your cousin. What he had to talk to you about? I don't know, she says. He said to call him later and he's going to tell me. And here, let me turn this down a little bit. I feel like I'm yelling. So when she told him that the cousin wanted to talk to her later, he came out and told her that he used to be bisexual, that he did a stint in prison for about 5 years. He's very highly sexual, and that he did have a time in his life where he was sexually involved with men. I'm going to let that soak in for a minute and say some haze. Manuela, good evening. No such thing as used to be bi. Girl, you sound like me. I was like, I'm going to need some people to come through and chime on this, because usually I don't enter a topic one-sided. I kind of be on both sides of the topic, but I'm already kind of like, oh no, it's a hell no for me, But I want to be fair. I want to have a well-rounded conversation. But Manuela, that's what I was thinking. How used to be? How does that happen? I mean, some people may argue that just like people were heterosexual at one time and they turned, now they're not, they're homosexual, and they don't mess with, they're not heterosexual anymore, that maybe you can change your sexual orientation. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Lori, hey boo. Thank you for coming through, Lori. Girl, I'm going to need your input. What do you do if your significant other tells you, I used to be bisexual? So in this case, she found out basically through a cousin that was in prison with her dude. Mind you, if you just join us, up to date, the guy owns his own law service. He's very successful. She says he's handsome. He's a good man. They've been together 2 years. They cohabit. They live together. They've been living together for 1 year. Said that kind of thinking of marriage. I don't know about that used to. Like, is that a whole thing? Like, can your sexuality just change like that? So you guys come through and let me know. And Lori, you are saying run. Run. Forrest, run. When we dissect this though, I have a lot of questions. Like, I think that because he told her the truth, she never even called a cousin. I think I would have still called my cousin. First off, I told her when she told me this story, be happy that you got the cousins that you have, because my family, honey, that would have went totally different. Ain't no call me later. As soon as my cousin saw me with the dude that he know was messing with other men in prison, he would have called it out, cuz, this dude, da, 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 da. Most of my cousins, you know what I mean? So I told her, well, that's a good thing that your cousin was a street and said, call me later. Once the dude realized that was her cousin and he wanted to talk to him, he came out and told her, yeah, I did 5 years in prison, another life ago, and I did have a little time that I was sexually involved with other men. But that's behind me. It's just that I'm what'd she say? Highly sexual. And I just fell into a situation. That's not really how I am. I used to be like that, but now I only want women. It's what he's telling her. She said that since he told her that he is bisexual, that's all she's been able to think about. She cannot get it out of her mind. So y'all know what I asked her. Well, was he giving it or getting it, girl? Hold on. It's not funny, but hey, I want to know. She told me, does it matter? Like, basically saying if he was doing men or getting done by men, doesn't matter, because he still was sexually involved with men. I like pages of a book. Thank you for coming through on IG. Beauty by Precious, Simply Chantel. All of you guys, thank you for coming through. And Simply Chantel say, shoot, I would have asked the same. Exactly. Because, not saying that in either situation I would agree to it, but it do make it like just that much worse if he was the one getting got, I guess to say. Like, that's some, either way, even if he was one getting it, it's still another dude if you're not into that. And I understand that we're in a new time, that people do all kind of things sexually and whatever makes them happy. But give a person a chance to decide if that's what they want to do. They have been together for 2 years and she ended up finding this out due to some fluke. Like, you don't think that was something you should have told me a while ago? You know what I mean? Rather than to let me find out from a relative that was locked up with you years ago that you were sexually involved with men when you were in prison. Whoo, baby. They need a sexual background check like they do criminal. Who you been fucking with in your past? Take me back 15 years. Let me see. What's going on here? I'm joking, but it's serious. All right, let me get some more of your comments. Yes. Lori, You say, well, damn, she's been with him for 2 years. She's been with him for 2 years. For you guys that have just joined us, a little on them. They've been together for 2 years. They've been living together for 1 year. She says she's never had an issue with another woman. Oh shit. What homeboys he got? Oh girl. Y'all know I'm silly and I've been drinking my ball. Catch up, damn it. If I go to giggling in places that don't deserve giggles, just know I'm filling my doggone vodka and catch up. But yeah, never had any cheating problems with another woman. Neither of them has kids. She is 23. He is 29. And she states that she loves him. And this, since she find out that his words used to be bisexual, that's all she has been able to think about. So she's sending this topic saying, can you present this to your viewers and just see what they think? Like if this was their situation, would they leave? Would they stay? So ultimately, that is what we are trying to get to tonight. For the lady that sent the topic, we're trying to give her on advice on if she stays in this situation, kind of everything else is great, or if is that much of a big deal to her that she needs to leave the situation. Beauty by Precious. Oh, that's Precious. Precious. What is up, boo? That is vodka. Bought vodka, Precious. And simply Chantel, she say she can't trust him if he say he hanging with the boys. Exactly. Can you imagine the thoughts now that are going through her head? You know, because arguably, is it a such thing as you used to be bisexual? Like if you would, I think that if he's given the argument that he's a highly sexual being and he was gone for 5 years and that shit was just like this and he just couldn't take it. And it wasn't any women that he could be with, so he ended up with a man. That's not really him. It'll never happen again. He just fell in a situation. But I know, and I'm sure a lot of you know too, guys that have done some time, but they still did not end up messing with other men. You know what I mean? They jacked off. You know, they might have one arm look like a Popeye arm. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't have that tendency. No matter how horny they were, they did not result to being with another man. So I don't know if him telling her that, baby, you know how highly sexual I am, I just couldn't. What do y'all think? I don't know if that is a good enough damn excuse. And then you've been with her for 2 years and just telling her that you are bisexual, that you used to be with men. And then, and I know I'm giving y'all a lot at once, but I want some advice on this. Is this different for men than women? Like fellas, what if this was your woman? What if it was 2 years and you were with your woman and you were crazy about it? Like she's successful, she know how to treat you, she cooks, she just you are in love. And y'all find out that y'all have a mutual relative that know her before you do, and they kind of, say something that make her tell you, listen, boo, years ago, I used to be bisexual. Fellas, is it different on y'all end? I mean, people sometimes have that double standard with women being bisexual and men being bisexual. Some people say, well, I don't know, with the women, I kind of understand a little more, but with the men, it's, if guys, would you be like, hell no? Or would you kind of be like, oh, you are? So that means we might can, let me know on both of those what y'all think. So Lori talking about he's still interacting with men. Yeah, he has homeboys, Lori. And don't that make you think? And she talking about, was he passing or receiving? That's what we want to know. That's what being simply Chantel want to know too. What was really going on. I did ask her that because you guys know I like to bring a well-rounded conversation. So I did ask her, which was it? And she was kind of like, does it matter? Like she didn't want to go there. I don't know if she doesn't know or if she just didn't want to go there, but does it matter? He was still being with men. Yeah, it kind of mattered a little bit. And then I told her, and I tried to call her back to see if she did, that she do need to go ahead and call that cousin that made him tell, because what kind of person your cousin is? Is your cousin kind of, are you sure there isn't no history between him and cuz? I mean, it's just like a whole lot of doors that opened up. a whole lot of possibilities that opened up. You know what I mean? And simply you say she should leave. It's still in him. She won't see him the same. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Ain't no used to be bisexual. Simply Chantel says, I said I used to be bisexual, but started dating women again. Hey. All right. So Kiki, you say she just got to strap one on and feed his need if she loves him enough. There's a G spot there too. I'm just saying the human experience is something else. Whew. Kiki, I don't know. I don't know. And I understand what you're saying. And Kiki, I know that you are so like earthy and connected, spiritually and, sexually. You are just a whole vibe all in yourself. You know what I mean? But I don't know about that. Just because I do like a man that is like a manly man, I think that would totally turn me off. You know, if he said to me, use that strap on me. What? And y'all know I'm kind of freaky deaky with it too. But that I think would be a total turn off for me. And that's not to say that it should be for everybody. Everybody is different. Everybody like what they like. But for me, y'all, it's still a no so far from me. Now, Lori, you said at least he told her. Now the question is, what is he doing now? Men accept a by woman all the time, so it's hard to come down on him. But Lori, it took him 2 years. And if you heard what happened that made him tell, I think the only reason that he told her was because it was about to be told. I think that if that whole situation never happened, that she still would not know that the dude that she's all in love with, wanting to marry, living with, used to sexually be involved with other men. We do not know, for you guys that's joining us, which end of that he was on. If he was the giver or the taker, we don't know. She told me, what does that matter, basically, but that we should know that while he was away, he had a little time that he dealt with men. She said she can't think about nothing else since he told her that, and she sent this topic in anonymously, saying, ask your viewers if they were in this situation, what would they do? Would they stay? Would they go? Nakia, cousin Kiki, coming through, says run either way. Now my eyes on women and men. See, you sound like Lori and like me, because then when you find that out, just being women, y'all know how we are. We are emotional as hell, and we overthink in our mind, just running wrong, especially if we're really crazy about a dude. So could you imagine now? She thinking about them late damn nights he was out with Joe, damn it. The fuck? And Joe got some feminine tendencies. She like, hold on. They talking about they here and they there. Wait a minute. Now your thoughts are everywhere. And I think Simply Chantel said it on Instagram that she never gonna look at him the same anymore. And then not only that, as far as her now being sexual with him, that sometimes you can say something, in my opinion, or something can happen that it depends on who you are, but there's no coming back from. And I don't know, that is one of them ones. I'm trying not to be biased, but I'm thinking if 2 years I've been with someone, we've been living together for a year, we kind of talking about marriage, but we are each other's damn person. I love your dirty damn drawers. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking you told me every secret because I told you every damn secret. And then, lo and behold and damn lo, you used to be bisexual. Whew, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot. And Lori's so crazy talking about, does he have a lot of homeboys? Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm laughing because I'm goofy and I'm tipsy. This is Tipsy Talk. Make sure to drop down in the comments what you are sipping on tonight. It is hump night. Tipsy Talk. If I go to slurring, making up words that don't exist, cussing a little more than usual, damn it, what you sipping on? Catch up. This one warranted a drink. I had to have one before I came on. I'm like, damn. I've gotten a lot of topics on Convos and Cocktails with TJ, but this one is it. Now, Nakia is saying, I'm 23, run. Now, Nakia is referring to the ages of the people that is involved in this. She's 23. He is 29. Recently, him and her were out. For you guys that just joined us, she said in the hood at a store, walked out. She saw one of her relatives, a cousin. She's the cousin speaking to her man. They know each other. Cousin pulled her to the side and said, listen, here go my new number. When you get somewhere not around him, call me. I need to tell you something, you know? She like, what the hell? She get back in the car, dude like, oh, what? I didn't know that was your cousin. What he had to say? He said, call me later. So on the drive, he went ahead and told her, well, let me go ahead and let you know I used to be bisexual. Said that he did a prison stint. Said that he is, his words, highly sexual, and he just couldn't take it. He fell into a situation where he was at one time sexually active with men. Said that he isn't any longer. He doesn't desire men. He loves her. Da, 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 da. But she couldn't concentrate past he used to be sexually involved with damn men. So she sent in this topic saying, man, you know, I do love him. We plan to get married, but this is kind of throwing me for a loop. What do I do? You know, I kind of want to leave, but I love him. I kind of want to stay. And then she did make the argument that what does that change with them? To me, a lot. But that's what she said. Hey, the past is the past. Should she be judged on things that she did in the past? I don't know. Y'all let me know, how forgiving are you guys? You know what I'm saying? Would y'all forgive him? So far, we overwhelmingly have people saying no. You know, Lori said at least he told the truth. You say she's going back and forth in her mind and rethinking all of the guys' nights out. I'm telling you. And Lori, you so crazy talking about Popeye, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Cause I don't that excuse that he gave about I was just in a situation. I'm so sexually, you know, so high sex drive that I just had to. That don't fly with me. Because like I said, I know men that was there a long time and they still did not resort to that. And that's what Lori's talking about. I said they had a Popeye arm on one side. They've been beating it down, you know? So I just think that some tendencies are tendencies. I don't think that that's something already there in my mind. You know, don't. And if I'm wrong, anybody know different, please come through and tell me. Now, Lord, you say he wouldn't have said anything if her cuz hadn't have said anything. That's what I'm saying. I really don't think he would have. I really don't think he would have. Now, I'm going to get back to some of your comments here shortly, but I do want to have a quick word from our sponsors, Balt Vodka.
You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. Hello, I can do you right. Girl, you tired of looking?
And that is our sponsors. Sorry, guys. That is our sponsors. Balt Vodka. Balt is all natural, no GMO. You never have to worry about waking up with a headache or a hangover. Balt is black owned. The gentleman right here in Miami. I always love to tell his story. He had 4 friends killed right here in Miami. Their initials are the name of this, Balt, BALT. A portion of the proceeds go to the families of his friends that were killed. I love his vodka. I love his story. Support, black owned. If you're not in the area, you can go to baltvodka.com. And if you are in the area, any Total Wine in Florida, you can get your very own Balt. All right. So I'm going to get back to some of your comments, but I see some more people joining us. So I just want to catch everybody up on what we're talking about tonight because I need more input. Maybe y'all can change my opinion on this. I don't know. So what we're talking about tonight is we had a viewer sent in a topic saying that her man told her that he used to be bisexual. That he used to be. So I will go through it again if you guys want me to, but that is the basis of it. Basically, they've been together for 2 years. They've been living together for 1 year. She says she's never had any problem with any other women. He do have homeboys that he go out with sometimes, but the purpose of her sending in this topic is because she wanted to ask. She hasn't been able to think of anything else since he told her that he used to be bisexual. So she's sending this in saying, like, I can't think of nothing else. What do I do? Like, do I forget all the history, everything I put into this relationship because of this one thing? Or should I try to stick it out? So she sent in the topic for advice. Ask your viewers if it was them going through this. If their mate told them, I used to be bisexual, would you stay? Would you go? What would you do in that situation? So y'all come through and let me know. Miss Nail 84 over on IG, thank you for coming through. Speaker the Poet, thank you for coming through, sis. Now, Lori. Okay, let's see who this is. Marie A. King, thank you for coming through, Marie. Marie says he should have said something from jump. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, Marie. 2 years y'all been together. And the only reason he told is because he ended up finding out that they knew someone mutually that knew of his past life. He knew that cousin was about to tell on his ass, y'all. So he like, you know what? Let me go ahead and tell her before he does. Because then that way, I guess he could put his spin on it. But honestly, is there even a good way to say that? How I don't think any way that he could have said that would have softened the blow. You know. And Laura, you say shit. I'm trisexual. I'll try anything sexual once and 2 times if it's good, right? And nothing's wrong with that. But isn't that something that you kind of tell a person up front? You don't wait until you've been together 2 years and you're actually thinking about possibly marrying this person to tell the person that you are bisexual, or his words, he used to be bisexual. Is that even a thing, y'all? Can you used to be bisexual? Now, I said that to someone and they say, well, some people used to be heterosexual and now they're not. I don't know. I just think that, not to be partial, but as a woman, that would have killed me. I would have felt all types of turned off and everything if my dude came to me and said, I used to be bisexual. What? Ooh, y'all let me know. Am I tripping? I know we are in a new time. Lori says she trisexual. She'll try the damn thing. And if it feels good, she'll try more than once. I feel you, Lori. I'm that type too. I'll try anything once. But I think the communication is the problem. Being that they've been together for 2 years and she's just finding this out is really the problem because, man, come on. Let somebody decide if they want to be in that type of situation. You know what I mean? And then not only, y'all, is she probably thinking about all the nights that he's been out with the homeboys and what may be going on there. She probably don't even want to do it with him no more. Like, that totally, the images in your head of your man now, we still don't know if he was the giver or the taker. So we don't know if he was beating another man or getting beat. Yes, I'm tipsy. I'm going to say beat. But, either way, she told me it didn't matter. He was with a man. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. And the fellas that are here, is it different from men? If your woman come to you after 2 years and tell you she used to be bisexual, is it the same answer that we're getting from a lot of women saying, nah, that or is it different? Like, would y'all get excited? Because I know sometimes there's a double standard. They're like, oh shit, maybe we can have a threesome situation or a poly relationship. Let me know y'all thoughts on that. Miss Cherry Babe Clark, thank you so much for coming through over on IG. And you say, hell no, I don't trust it. I would have passed out, girl. Oh. And she describes him. He has his own business. She says he has a lawn maintenance business. She says he's very successful at it. She says he's a good man. He's handsome. I don't know about y'all, but I see a trend in these topics where, ooh, when they tell us about him, everything is perfect except for the one issue that they are sending in about. Last week, I forgot what we was talking about right now, but it was the same thing. Like everything was perfect except for the issue that was at hand. So this is the same type of situation. He's everything she's always wanted, treats her perfect. They've been perfect. She's never had any issues with any of the women. Nothing like that. Whoo. Does she leave a go? So far, the ladies are overwhelmingly saying that hey, it's a no go for them. Laura, you're saying that she needed to be she needed to be tested. And Laura, you to my damn that Kiki. The only thing I'm strapping on may be an apron or tennis shoes. Now I'm going back through comments because some of these I missed, so I'll catch you guys up. Kiki came through and basically was saying, sex is a human experience. It should not matter that person's orientation. Is more about what makes them happy. So if he has those, um, you know, things that he wants, that he desires, that you as the woman go ahead and do that. Put on a strap on, whatever you got to do to make him happy, because it's all about the human experience and doing what makes you happy. So Lori coming through saying, damn that, the only thing I'm strapping on is an apron or tennis shoes. And I kind of agree with that. I don't think I could do it. What are we doing? To me, I don't know, guys. Now, I hate to do this to y'all, but my computer is dying. I gotta run and get my charger, so I'm going to play a commercial for you guys while I run real quick and grab my charger. I'll be right back. And this is another video from Vault Vodka. All right, y'all. Thank you for your patience with me on that. All right, so let me get back to some of your comments. Okay. Now, I always call people. Lori, I think you've gotten calls before I do a live, and I have a guy cousin that I called because I thought about one of my guy cousins and how they would react. And that's what he said. He said, usually, those type of men will try something like that in the bedroom with that woman. They would try to turn over and just try to enter or ask the woman for anal. So I don't know. That is one of those things I couldn't quite get out of her. So I am not sure. It seems to me, though, guys, like she had no idea. You know what I mean? She seemed like she had no idea that he had those tendencies, that he ever did that in the past. So I don't know. And Manuela talking about you messy. What I did, Manuela, or are you talking to somebody else? And Laura, you said it's one thing to call out the wrong name during sex, but damn, Joe. Y'all are so crazy, man. Y'all are so crazy. And I think that this is the good thing about people sending their topics in because they're anonymous. You don't know who it is that's going through this, but they can hear real cutthroat opinions on what you guys think on their topic, and maybe it could give them some insight as to what they should do in this situation. So far, we've had an overwhelmingly. Usually, we do topics, and it's kind of unbalanced as to what we think. Tonight, we've had an overwhelming response of people coming through saying, oh, hell to all the damn nulls. That's a no-go for me. That's a deal breaker for me. So if the lady is watching this in this topic, most of the viewers are saying no. Based on some people feel like this is something that he should have told you from day one. You know what I mean? That the only reason he told you this is because you were about to find out anyway. Some of the women came to and said, oh, hell no, I won't look at him the same anymore. I won't trust him anymore. Now I'm looking at the times he was out with his homeboy. Is that really his homeboy? Is he still doing this behind my back? Is this why there hasn't been any other women? Because it's been men. Just all kind of thoughts. She says she has not been able to cancel the thoughts in her head since he told her he used to be bisexual. Now, simply Chantel, you said the issue is with the man. You're right, because I think I said the issue was with the communication. You're right. The issue is with the man. Lori, thank you for drinking with me tonight. She's on Parrot Bay 90 and Pineapple. Ooh, girl, that sounds like some throwback. I haven't had that in a minute, okay? Erica Chantel, thank you so much for coming through. Hold on, I'm trying to get your comment up on the screen here. Okay, so Erica, you say, depending on what she into, that sounds like an opportunity for her to have two husbands. Now, see, Erica, I did want for somebody to come through with a difference of opinion, just so we can kind of, see, what we think. And hey, we did have Kiki that said it's all about the human experience. We know that poly is a whole thing now. I hear that it's not even all about the sexuality, that it's about having two other people to share life with, to help with bills, to help with cleaning, to do everything with. Yes, sex is a part of it. So Erica's saying, y'all looking at this all wrong. She might can get her two husbands up out the deal. What y'all think about that? Jeremiah Ritchie, thank you so much for coming through. Hold on. Look like I'm way behind in my comments, huh? Okay, so Jeremiah, you say I really don't understand that idea of a man wanting a man. I wish he was still here, because I would tell him that's because you don't. You are a full heterosexual man. And I think that when we meet men like you, or maybe even how she felt about him, you feel like that. Like you are getting a man that's all the way man. Like Miss Cherry Babe said, I probably would have just fell out, like fainted. Like, what? You did what? But I understand also, loving somebody and the prospect of losing somebody, feeling betrayed, feel like you've been lied to. So I do understand her sending this in and saying, should I just try to work through it? She says she don't know if she's going to be able to find somebody else like him. He does everything right. This is the first hiccup, she says, that they have had in 2 years. There's never been any issues. So what do you guys think? Y'all think she should leave? No problem with women. Y'all are so silly. Choco Locks, thank you for coming through over on Instagram. Knitter101, thank you for coming through over on Instagram. So Erica Chantel, you says, I don't think I can look at... I love my viewers. She's talking about, I don't think I can look at dick prints with my man. Right, sis? What are we doing? Oh, wow. What are we doing? And you say, no, B. In prison, ain't no such thing as bi, unless he was screwing the lady guards, which evidently he wasn't. Ooh. Well, I think he was saying he's bi because he usually likes women, but his excuse was that he is highly sexual and he was put in a situation and kind of just gave in. But he says that's not usually him. That now he only dates women. This is what he told her, but he wanted her to know. Now, for you guys that are coming in late, the way that this all came about is that him and her were together and ran into a cousin of hers that knew her man. They were in prison together. Told her, cuz, call me later. I got something I need to tell you. She gets back in the car with her man, and he's like, what's your cousin? I didn't know that was your cousin. What y'all had to talk about? He said he gonna call me later. So from that conversation, her man started to spill the beans and say, well, I think I should let you know that a long time ago, I used to be bisexual. I had sexual relationships when I was in prison with other men. Whew. They've been together 2 years, been living together for one. She says he owns his own lawn maintenance business. He's very successful in it. He's handsome. He's a good man. He treats her good. But she has not been able to stop thinking about his admission. That's all she can think about. And Laura, you say, child, please, I don't get it. Chocolates. You say bi means he was doing both sexes and not saying he wasn't. He was only doing one. So you saying he's supposed to told her that he was homosexual, used to be homosexual because that was more of the truth. And Jeremiah told me, yes, it's different. She can be a candy licker. Okay, see, I hate that I got to these comments late. I asked the question to the guys. I understand that this is a lady that's in this topic. But I asked the guys, guys, what if it was you? What if this was your situation where you were with a woman for 2 years and she turned around and said, babe, I used to be bisexual. Would you be like most of the women here and be like, oh, hell no, no. Or would you look at it differently being that it's your lady? Would you start to kind of think, oh, that might be kind of cool, Or is it the same for both sexes? So Jeremiah saying it's different for him. She can be a candy licker. So do y'all think it's a double standard there? That most of us, for the guys, it's a no, but for the men, they might actually be down with it? I don't know. Now, Laura, you say, was she just starry-eyed and glad to have someone that she wasn't paying attention? I don't know, Laura. She said that there weren't any instances that he didn't do anything. I had somebody come through and say, well, did he ever try to do anal? That might have been you. According to her, there wasn't any telltale signs that he was formally bisexual. She said he's a manly man. By looking at him, the way he act, everything, you would never ever think that he was once involved sexually with other men. She said totally shocked her, and that's all she has been able to think about since he told her. So she's sitting in this topic saying, y'all, what would you do if this was your situation? If your man told you, I used to be bisexual, I'm not anymore, but I just think you should know. Would you be like, you know what, I love him, I'm going to stay? Or would you be like, hell to all the damn no's? No. And a lot of people are saying no, saying that we are in a sexually free time, but give people a chance to choose what type of sexual relationships they want to be involved in, saying that was just dead as wrong on his end, not to let her know way before 2 years and somebody they mutually know possibly about to tell her, for him to come out and let her know that he used to sexually be involved with men. Duck954, thank you so much for coming through the vibe with us tonight. You guys, Convos and Cocktails with TJ is interactive. So as you see people dropping comments, if you got anything to say on this topic, please do. Please drop down in the comments, what you think on this topic. And Lori is so crazy. I love you, Bob. I love you too, Joe. So some people are coming through saying not only would that make them look at their man totally different, knowing that he used to be bisexual, but now they're running all type of damn scenarios through their damn head. Like, hold on. Him and Joe go to the bar every Tuesday night or Monday night, whatever, to watch sports. And they usually get in late. Oh, is Joe just a friend? Saying that this just will open up all Pandora's box. You know what I'm saying? Now you're thinking about sexual stuff y'all did together. One time he might have, poked you in the wrong. You like, hold on, that's why that MF will poke me in my damn butt. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm tipsy, but I'm serious, So Lori is answering Erica saying, it's one thing to have two husbands, but damn, is one of them going to compete with me for the D? Oh, damn. Oh, my God. And Kiki is saying, the person that sent in this topic, she's 23 years old. She's saying she's far too young to have to deal with something like that. She will find better. And he only came out because he knew the cousin was about to out him. If she can't get it out her mind, then she should get the go on. Life's too short to not get all you. Now, you know what? I love that comment. Because y'all know I say it all the time. Life is too short to do anything half-ass or to be unhappy. So if what she is telling us is true, that this has been consistently running through her head, that she can't get it out of her mind, it's all that she can think about. Maybe she answered her own question. Maybe that's a situation that you need to leave. Tanisha over on IG, thank you for coming through. Duck 954, you said it would hurt, but I'd have to let it go. I agree. That is a lot. And Kiki, you say, okay, hold on. Life's too short to not get all you've ever wanted and needed and some more from your person. Always a double standard when it comes to men, women, vice versa. Absolutely. And I think that we did find that out tonight, that as much as most of us were like, no, hell to all the no's, no. Once he say that, I don't look at him the same. I don't want him. You had a man come through and say, yeah, it would be different if that was my woman telling me that versus your man telling you that, All right, so we have about 5 minutes left on tonight's live. I always like to tell you a little bit about what TJ has going on. So tomorrow night is Love Jones Open Mic Experience. We will be vibrating love through talent and creativity. I'm slurring. Love Jones. We have poets, spoken word artists, singers, hip hop artists, people that play instruments, musicians, comedians, all vibrating love. So we will be at Crave Restaurant and Lounge tomorrow night, vibrating love. You guys make sure to come through. It's our Love Potion edition. We have Tara with her African drum as our feature. It is going to be a whole vibe. Eargasm Poetry and Chill this month falls on August 27th. So you guys that like that freaky deaky poetry, we'll be telling our freaky little secrets through poetry on August 27th, which is a Friday. So y'all make sure to get your tickets on Ticket Leak and come through and vibe with me for that. All right. And then as you guys know, my book, Dangerously in Love, I like to show real quickly you the book trailer for that. And then we are about done. If you have any more comments on this topic, go ahead and drop that. When I come back, we'll be doing a quick recap of what we talked about tonight. And I'll be taking the rest of your comments. All right, here we go. Dangerously in Love by me, TJ Hope.
Before you go, whoa, let's pop another ecstasy, and roll one more before you go. Let's pour a cup of Hennessy, and roll one more before you go. I jump up and I splash, she keep shaking that ass, she popping that, I'm popping the Zan. Let's pop another ecstasy, and roll one more before you go. You don't have to leave if you don't wanna go. Sipping on that lean, got me moving slow. Smoking Hercules in the studio. Come about them jinx, get down on your knees.
All right, and that is Dangerously in Love by me, TJ Hope. Lori, I love you too. Thank you so much. I just came from Atlanta. They had a Black Beauty Expo, and I had a vendor spot there. Lori lives in Georgia. She came down to help me. Lori, we had a great time, and I had the right person with me because it was a beauty show. They was kind of walking by the table, at first. I'm like, okay, Lori, we gotta readjust our strategy. Lori start calling me, and y'all like urban fiction, starting conversations, and we end up selling nearly 30 books. So, Lori, thank you so much, for just being down for me the way you are. And I'm going to be calling you because I got some more things coming up this year that I would love for you to be a part of if you don't mind traveling. So I'll get with you privately on that. I know. She say, sorry, I'll miss it, but that's only because she lives in Atlanta. And sounds like fun. All right. So let's do a quick recap of our topic so we can give the lady advice that sent this in. So tonight we were talking about a viewer's topic. Viewer sent in a topic saying that her man told her that he used to be, if that's a thing, used to be bisexual. That long ago, another lifetime ago, he was in prison for about 5 years, that he's highly sexual, and he ended up having a sexual relationship with other men. Um, they've been together for 2 years. This has never come up before. Saw a mutual person that kind of knew him from that life, and he kind of professed, I guess, before that person did, that, yeah, this is a real thing. I did that. So her question was, damn, I love him. Damn, we living together. This is so crazy, but it's all she can think about now. So she sent this in saying, y'all, ask your people what would they damn do if this was their situation. You know what I'm saying? So the overwhelming response that we have gotten tonight is people saying that they sorry. That is just a deal breaker for them. Saying that communication is everything and that this is something that should have been talked about at the beginning of the relationship, or at least before they moved in, before things got so serious, that we should allow for people to make their own choices as to the situations that they want to be involved with and the type of people that they want to be involved with. I'm sure that this is very embarrassing for her own cousin to be telling her, yo, dude, sleep with other men. Overwhelmingly, the ladies are saying hell to all the no's on that. We've also had some people coming through saying used to be. What the hell is that? There's no such thing. If he had an attraction for men, that's most likely something that he still has, or something that he even may secretly be doing, even though he says that he is no longer attracted to men. There's been questions raised tonight about the homeboys that he hang with sometimes late night. Are any of them kind of feminine, or So yeah, I think that the lady that sent this in, we can't tell you what to do. This platform wasn't put here to tell you to make decisions for you, but it was here just to give you advice from people that do not know you from Adam. These people do not know you at all. You know what I mean? They don't. Some of them might, but they don't know that it's you sending in this topic. So you have unbiased opinions of people telling you, "Hey, if that was my situation, this is how I would handle it." So now it's up to you. Kiki came out and said, hey, you're only 23 years old. You have so much life to live. You can find another guy, somebody that is that total package. Don't feel like you can't do any better than what you currently have. And don't let that be the thing to make you stay. You thinking, oh, I'm not going to do any better. He's so great. Everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? So look, before you had any kids, both of them don't have any kids. Before you had any kids with him, before you got married to him, you found out that he used to be sexually involved with men. So now it's up to you. Kiki said, if you keep thinking about it and that's all that you can think about, then most likely that's not going to go away. The way that you look at him has changed in your eyes. Sexual attraction most likely is going to change just because now you have this picture of him being all hot and sweaty with another man. You know what I mean? Anytime he touch your booty wrong, you're going to be like, oh, hold up, damn it. I'm just saying, so I don't know. And, oh, Lord, Patricia Johnson said, oh, my God, he is gay. Run, watch, and pray. Okay? So she is saying, look, now Manuela, you say at least she know what she got in him. Lots of times we break up over some stuff to get with a new guy, and it's even worse. Woo! That is true. So, Manuela, are you saying that if it was your situation, if your list of all the things that he is doing good and well was like hers, that you would not leave because you found out that he was bisexual before, that he used to be sexually involved with men before? And Pat, you so crazy talking about asking for a threesome with a guy. You sound like somebody else that came through and was like, that sounds like she can have two husbands. And Manuel to my hell no, she not with that. Okay. All right, you guys. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get out of here for tonight. Going to give you one more minute to see if anybody else has anything to say on this topic. For you guys that are local, remember Love Jones open mic experience will be tomorrow, Thursday, August 12th at Crave Lounge. Doors open at 7:00 p.m. So make sure to come out and vibe with us for that. I love it. And Pat, you say, sorry, I'm late. No worries. Thank you so much for coming through. And Manuela, you say that was fun. All right, you guys. So remember, I'm here every Wednesday, 8:00 p.m. If you have a topic, something you're going through, or something you want to bring to the people, send me a DM. You will remain anonymous, and I'm happy to bring your topic to the people. All right. Y'all have a great night. Live, laugh, love, and be naughty. Good night. Good night.